Alright, the next story quest is By the Grace of Lord Lolorito, still from Hancock. There is oh so much more I could speak of. The soothing waters of the onsen, the ephemeral delights of the pleasure district, but you are doubtless still weary from your long sea voyage. Let's retire to the company offices. Alright, I still can't mount, but let me grab... I have more Ethernet shards I gotta grab, but since I'm close-ish to this one, it's like, why not? It's like, why not, bro? What, do you even shard, bro? It's a weird thing to say, I think, to anybody. Hopefully you guys can hear the music at least a little bit. I'm trying to be quiet. I'm not doing a good job. Alright, Hancock is inside this building. Another pagoda kind of style. Inside you got an L-shaped desk. At long last we arrive at our destination. May I present to you our humble offices? We have much to discuss, so I'll refrain from further prattle. Come, right this way. Come. They actually have one of those scales above a door of like the flame and the diamond on the scale, either side of the scale. The heart of Ul'dah versus the balance thereof, wealth and heart, fiery determination, I guess. Lots of different kinds of things on the walls and on...
Our thaumaturgist took great pains to ward these walls against all manner of surveillance. Where business dealings are concerned, we do not compromise on confidentiality.
Yeah, I didn't...
You may avail yourselves of these offices for the duration of your visit. Come and go as you like, and know that you may speak freely here.
Didn't try very hard to copy his accent.
Your offer is most generous, but I will not enter into any agreement which would leave us beholden to you or your master.
A legitimate concern. Allow me to clarify, then. The chairman bids you consider this as an expression of his heartfelt contrition for the bloody banquet and the unpleasantness which followed. Never having been one to put stock in words alone, the chairman deems the provision of material aid to be a more appropriate demonstration of his sincerity. By sheer coincidence, your purpose here also happens to coincide with our own interests. That is, assuming you are come to aid the Doma Liberation Front.
How could... I will not bother to offer a denial. You have the right of it. To be specific, we are come in search of our Far Eastern allies, Yugiri and Gosetsu, whom we hope to assist in their fight.
The Auri shinobi and the Rugadan samurai?
Rugadan?
Then you will be pleased to know that they have both come to Kugane.
Are you sure?
Quite. They came here aboard a company vessel, you see. However, they encountered difficulties securing passage across the Ruby Sea.
The Ruby Sea? Sorry, I've never been any good at geography.
Forgive me. This calls for a map.
Map us, bro. Totaro's excited about the prospect of a map.
We are here in Kugane, the sole open port of Hingashi, situated on her western coast.
Is this map upside down? Because that looks like an eastern coast to me. Oh god. Okay, so we are currently... It looks like the Ruby Tide. So we sailed east from... Shit, where did we sail from? Like, was it basically Gridania? I don't even remember now. But there's an island just to the east of like the mainland, and then to the northeast of this island is a kind of like a W or like maybe even a U or V shaped island. And our token right now looks to be on the southeast side of that first island I talked about. But this said western coast, so I'm Confused. Oh.
Doma, meanwhile, is here on the eastern coast of Otherd in Yansha.
Oh, shit. Okay. I see. So we did not sail from this mainland thing I was looking at. That's actually Doma. Fuck, where do we even sail to then? Whatever.
Therefore, if your friends are to reach Doma, they must first cross the Ruby Sea.
It looks like it says Ruby Tide on this map, but whatever.
Alas, this is easier said than done, as the Ruby Sea does not fall within the dominion of either Hingashi or Doma, being controlled since antiquity by a third party, namely the Confederacy.
Okay.
Said maritime collective is known for the consummate skill of its sailors, and for demanding that any vessel entering its waters pay a toll referred to as the Ruby Tithe. In exchange, the Confederacy's vast fleet guarantees the safety of those who travel within its territory.
So, basic mob tactics.
Now, as I'm sure you are aware, Garlemald conquered Doma some 25 years past, at which time the Empire saw no value in controlling the Ruby Sea, and thus did they turn a blind eye to the activities of the Confederacy. The recently appointed acting Imperial Viceroy of Doma had other ideas, however. She has formally condemned the Confederacy and declared that any who recognize their authority shall be branded enemies of the Empire.
That sounds complicated at this point, because if...
Bowing to this pressure, Hingashi severed ties with these toll-takers and forbade the payment of the Ruby Tithe, prompting the Confederacy to make it known that any merchants choosing to sail the Ruby Sea would do so at their peril.
With them being the ones making it perilous, I would assume. But the Garleans have airships. They could take out...
No wonder they struggled to secure passage to Doma. What captain would risk such a journey given the circumstances?
They could take out the sea ships with, like, no difficulty whatsoever.
I'm told your friends were not so easily deterred from their course, but I know not whether their persistence bore fruit.
Cannons... Well, in most situations, cannons on ships are not really made to fire vertically.
I say we follow in Yugiri and Gosetsu's footsteps and attempt to secure passage to Doma for ourselves. We will need to cross the sea in any case, and we may learn something of their whereabouts in the process. And should we find that they are still in Kugane, we can make the journey together.
In that case, I have some information which may be of use to you. No quid pro quo, I assure you. The chairman was most insistent that I aid you to the best of my ability.
And the cutscene fades out to black with everybody kind of being like, what does that all mean? I'm not so sure about this. Alright, Alpha now. Though I am reluctant to take any action whatsoever that could be construed as placing ourselves in Lord Lolorito's debt, we must avail ourselves of what means are available. Our Alamigan allies place their faith in us, and I do not intend to disappoint them. White Mage or Red Mage 255 bracelet as my reward possibilities. So let's pop that shit. White Mage bracelet 250. Red Mage bracelet 255. So is that enough? Okay, hold on. Mind 40, piety 40. Let's see if it overcomes. Mind 44, piety 40. Okay, and crit. Okay, yeah, I'll take that for sure. But let me get the experience points on Dragoon, please. And we'll take the White Mage bracelet. So that's a pretty good upgrade, actually. Sometimes that, like, quest completion music sounds like the fabric of our lives. Just like a Donnie commercial, I think. For fabric softener or just general clothes washing liquid. Why can't I think of words? Laundry detergent. There we go. Alright. Anyway, sorry. That is the end of whatever quest this is by the grace of Lord Lolorito. And I'll see you guys for the next one.